It is Monday, October 2nd. It has been a beautiful day today here in Western New York State, and those leaves are just starting to color up and be absolutely gorgeous. I'm just pulling my chair over here and getting around. We're going to make 3 beautiful cards that are cased from the catalog. They are right here from the mini catalog. And I want to say congratulations to Chris Wolcott for winning a pack of gems for commenting last week. And thank you so much, Chris. And if you comment and share, you'll be put into a drawing for some free goodies. Usually it's gems. And tomorrow, don't miss it, is free shipping on orders of $75 or more. So that's pretty awesome and exciting. And if you shop with me, this is the host code to use at checkout. It's H64HCUUW, and it'll come up at checkout to use a host code. And if your order's over $50 or more, I will send you a pack of gems. If your order is $35 or more, I will send you the cards kit to make the cards we're going to make tonight. So, hi ladies. It's nice to have you here. Thank you, Chris, for commenting last week, and she's the winner from last week of the festive pearls, and we'll get a pack of those to her. And let's see what else. Free shipping is tomorrow for an order of $75 or more. This is Card Club for October is gonna feature the beautiful vellum snowflake paper. And I'm gonna just show you a few of the cards from that. Here's another one, and the gorgeous this trim. I can't remember the name of that. And I will be posting the details about that tomorrow, what comes in it. And we'll be using the snowflakes too. And I'm trying to think of the name of the stamp set that goes with that I use. Let me grab my catalog here, and I will tell you right now, right in here. Tonight, oh, here it is. It is the Hope and Peace stamp set right here is what I used on those cards, and I'll show them to you in a minute. Beautiful sentiments there. Yes, I did. I had a church thing during the morning, so I wasn't able to do the whole thing, but get ready for it. But I did, and it was really fun, a lot of fun. All right, so tonight's cards, we're going to be using the Lights Aglow suite, and this has everything in it. Oh, would you like to read this right side up? I know I would. This suite has just about everything in it to make gorgeous cards, and we're going to I've cased 3 of the cards on this page. That's what we're going to do tonight. So, this is a suite, and it comes with 2 different bundles in it. The Christmas Lights bundle, which is right here, and the Brightest Glow bundle. It comes with this gorgeous vanilla and gold ribbon, and the festive pearls, the glimmer paper, and the festive foils, and the beautiful Lights Aglow 6x6 designer series paper. And I'm going to be using a little bit of each of these tonight. The only thing I'm not using tonight is the festive pearls, but we will be using most of the other of it. So the first card we're going to do is the one that features a Christmas tree on that page. And we're going to start by die cutting our tree. Now I want to show you the paper first. This is the Lights Aglow Designer Series paper. And it's specialty paper because it has gold in it. And you can see the gold. It has gold accents on one side. This sheet you can cut 3 by 3 and use these as tags. So I have done that tonight. And here's a black with gold. It's really pretty, and another black with gold stars. Also, we've got these, like, you could use this for trees. That's really pretty, I think. Could even be used for fall. And here's some more of those tags or the sentiment pieces that you can use and cut them out 3 by 3. And also, there's a very vanilla with a gold. This is great to use for die cutting trees, and it looks like you've got the silver and gold and red and green going around your tree. There's another. This, I'm going to die cut our tree right out of this paper, and I'll show you how to do that. And then the back of this paper is soft and mostly soft colors. There's a red. I really like this. Is kind of batik-y. And these you could use for fall too. And there's stars. This is great to die cut your tree. Lay that on there. Let me show you those dies with the tree die. Oh, I have got it over right here. Maybe. Well, it's not normal if I don't know where my something is when I come over to do a Facebook Live, right? So what did I do with my tree and die? I thought I had it right over here with my little embossing machine. Maybe it fell on the floor here. Let's take a look. And I'm not seeing that. I need to look one more place. Oh, it might be in here maybe. Okay, I'm going to show you. This is one of the stamp sets. This is a Christmas lights one. And with that are there's a snowflake die, and oh, here it is. Here's the Christmas tree die that goes with that bundle. And see how you can lay it right on the paper and get your decorated Christmas tree when you die cut that out. I'm going to put that right there so I remember where it is. This is the other die set that goes with the sentiments. And these are the Labels Aglow dies. And I'm going to use this one tonight. I'm going to set those aside. So I've got my tree die here. And I'm going to bring in my green paper. And I'm just gonna, comes as a 6 by 6 sheet, and I've cut it down to fit through our mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. But you can see how you can set it right over the image just like that. I'm gonna put some emboss or tape on it. Let's see, to hold it in place. And I'm bringing in my mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. This is the mini version of our large one. If you're on here watching, say hi and let me know you're there. It's always nice to know. And so I can say hi to you. It's always nice to know who's on. Okay, so that looks about right. And then I'm going to put this plate over here like this. So Mom and I went to the chiropractor today over in Naples, New York, and what a beautiful drive it was. The leaves here in New York State are just starting to get really beautiful, and probably, I'm gonna guess next week, I think the color will be brilliant, just gorgeous, but oranges and reds and yellows. So there's our tree. And we'll set that aside there. Okay, and I can get these plates out of here. And I'm using a piece of thick basic white cardstock. And this is 4¼ by 11. And it is scored at 5½. And I'm just going to burnish that down with a bone folder. Okay. So the first thing we're going to do is you're going to cut a piece that's 5 by 3¾ of the vanilla and center it on that front. And by the way, if you place an order with me this week using this host code at checkout, it's of $35 or more. I'll send you the kits to make these cards as a thank you. And if you order tomorrow and you order $75 worth of product, you get free shipping from Stampin' Up. Okay, so we're going to center that on there like that. All right, the next thing is I've made I die cut a frame using the layering diorama dies, and I will show you those dies. They are really cool to use for this shape right here is what we're going for, and there's a whole layering set of them. And I used the third largest one. Well, there's the dies I was looking for. With the trees, there's stars, and there's this large star, little star that fits in this large one here. Sorry about the glow on that. All right, so I've die cut that frame out. And I've used the third largest die. And this is going to set on the front of our card just like this. And if you're looking for directions, I will have a free PDF on my blog, and I will put the link to my blog when I'm done here. So you can get those. So what we're going to do is, right now I'm going to place this tree in here about where I want it. And I'm going to stand up and look. Okay, so that looks about centered. Grab a pencil. This is going to be covered down here. So I'm going to take my pencil. I just want to move this a little bit. And I'm going to just draw a line lightly right here so I know where to place my tree after I get this frame on. All right. And actually, I could go ahead and do that now because the frame's going to pop up. And I'm not using dimensionals with this because I'm using it on the frame. Okay, so we want our tree right about like that. Then we're going to take our frame, and I've got this part here at the bottom, the smaller, there's like two little hills here. So I'm going to turn this over and I'm going to add dimensionals, and I'm going to tear off the outside strip to use on here. This is a new sheet. Margaret, you must have done World Card Making Day. And this dimensionals just kind of pop the layer up, and it's nice because it gives the card dimension. If you comment and share, you'll be put into a drawing for free gems, and I appreciate that. It helps me. Okay. We'll put this one here. And we need a few more. You could use, we have foam strips that you could use too. And you want to be kind of generous, so this will stand up nice on the front of your card. And then the dimensionals have paper that peels off the back like that. We had a couple hard frosts here. Well, not hard, probably, just, but pretty good frost. Not a killing everything kind of frost, but okay. So we're going to bring this back. Yep, it was from 4 to 7. Okay, let's see if I've got this on here right. Or I press down on that. That looks pretty good. All right, so this is going to have a little sentiment over it. And I'm using, this is one of the dies from that set. Let me tell you the name of the set. So you know. Okay, it's on page 31. And this die, the circle is from the Brightest Glow, the Labels Aglow dies. All right, so that is this one right here, Labels Aglow. And my circle, the die is over at my other desk right at the moment. So, but this is in that set. All right, and I'm going to stamp this. Let's use 'Tis the Season and Evening Evergreen. Oops, sorry, I didn't realize I was out of camera. Okay, so 'Tis the Season. And I'm going to load dimensionals on the back of this, or you can use a piece of foam adhesive. We have adhesive sheets. That's what I mean. You can actually run them through the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. Whoops. Okay, and let's take our vanilla ribbon and we're going to wind it on the back of that. Close this link up before I get into it. Okay. So it's going to look like this on the back of the label. It's going to stick out like that. So let's start. This is probably about 10 inches is plenty and maybe too much. And I'm going to turn it over the way that I want it to, so I can looking at it the way it's going to look on the back or on the front. I'm going to just kind of loop like that and cut this off. And then this is going to go over this area right here. And that is not sticking at all. Oh, someone didn't take the backing off. Okay, let's try this again. So we want one loop here, one loop down there like that. There we go. And we'll cut this right here. All right, 'tis the season. And then you can add your inside piece. The other thing we're going to do is add some gems on the front here for our tree. Little globes, glowing globes. And let's use the elegant faceted gems. And I'm just going to take, I'm using the putty end of this take your pick tool to pick it up. I'm going to put one right here, the center at the top. And then I'm putting them where the little, on the center of where the stars are on the tree. And let's see, let's do a larger one towards the bottom, right here. And I think I'll put one on the tag. There. So other than the inside, this one is done. 'Tis the season. Thank you, Margaret. Okay, so this is the card. I'll show it to you in the catalog that we cased. Is this one right here? Okay, that was that card. Now we're going to do this card right here that says Season's Greetings. We'll put this aside and put our gems aside. And we're going to start with a piece of Evening Evergreen that is 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. We're going to add a piece of the Lights Aglow Designer Series paper, and it's not the side with the gold on it. This just has like a small green dot pattern on it. And I'm using our Tombow liquid glue. Going around the edge here. Put it on there like that. Okay, so the next thing, it looked to me like those snowflakes are embossed. So I'm going to take a piece of soft succulent cardstock and grab it here. And I'm bringing in the large snowflake stamp. Right here, it's really a beautiful stamp. And again, this is from the Lights Aglow suite, and it is from the Christmas Lights bundle. It's this one right here in the upper left. All right, I'm going to take my embossing buddy and just run it over my cardstock because this will take away static and help the flakes of embossing powder not to wander where it shouldn't on the cardstock. I'm going to ink this stamp up with Versamark ink. Just like this. And Versamark is a clear sticky ink. And then I'm going to stamp on my cardstock. And I don't know if you can see that, it's really hard to see. Plus the lighting doesn't make it easy to see. Okay, so then I'm going to bring in my little embossing tray and my white embossing powder. And again, I'll have all of the item numbers for these things in the PDF spreadsheet on my blog. And I will link that to this post. It'll take me like, within the next hour. Takes me a little bit to get all that done. And now what we're going to do is heat this up and it'll melt and be shiny and pretty. So this is the heat tool. And it gets pretty hot, so you want to be careful. And you just kind of move it over your image. And I'm kind of moving it all over to warm it up. And then you just kind of concentrate in one place. And you'll see it churn and get shiny. This is really pretty. It's so delicate looking. Try moving this light a little bit. That might be a little better. Okay, so now what I need to do is die cut that out. And it's this die, this large snowflake die, fits over it like this. And then you would run it through the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. And I've already done that just to save time. So I have 2 of those done here. And I'm going to bring them in. Okay, so I'm going to put them kind of slanting towards each other like that. In the catalog too, it looked like maybe, I couldn't tell if it was shadow or if they had actually sponged something darker on some of the corners. There's a little die cut that didn't get die cut out. I'm going to poke that out. I think this one is good. And I'm not using dimensionals on this because there's going to be a sentiment over. So we'll put one like this. We want to turn it a little. And that one like that. Move it in a little bit. We'll just hold that a minute. I got something sticky on me there. Okay, so I've already die cut the long sentiment piece. And this is from this die set right here, this long one right here. And I think that's the lights aglow. Let me look again. Labels aglow dies. Okay, and I'm gonna I got a couple little things I need to poke out there. All right, so I'm gonna stamp that sentiment on there. It says Season's Greetings. And I'm gonna use Evening Evergreen. Let's see if I can get this straight. Better stand up. Yeah, that's pretty good. Stampin' in the Valley will be, and that's our in-person stamping event, will be Saturday, October 15th at the Canasteo American Legion from 1 to 4. Come and have fun. It's free with a $25 purchase, or it's $20. And we're making 6 cards, 3 different designs, 2 of each. All right, so I've got Stampin' Seal Plus, and I'm going to go along the back of this because I want my ribbon to have something to stick to. We're going to use the red ruffled ribbon hanging down off the bottom of this. And again, I know I brought it over here. I'm looking under my stuff here. Well, I'll go grab the spool of it. Here we go. So we want it hanging down off the bottom. So that's why I put the Seal Plus on the back. And you want to go out just to a little over the end of it. Okay, even if it's too far over, I can trim it off. Okay. Now, sticking to my fingers, grabbing my snips. We're going to cut this off here. Maybe. Okay, so it gives it a nice touch, just having that little bit of red under there. Give it a little color contrast. We've got to fix this end. Okay. And before we put this on, this is going to go across the center here. We're going to wind some of our elegant trim on the back, and we're using the silver. So let's look at the front while we're doing this. Let's start on this end and have it going up and a loop down, another loop up and down. And I can come back and trim those down more. And now I'm going to pop this on with the card with some dimensionals. So now I'm going to go over that Seal Plus with my dimensionals, just like that. Lots of stickiness on there. So not only is free shipping tomorrow, but starting tomorrow, if you buy the starter kit, you get an extra $35. So the starter kit is anything you want, any products that you want, and you pick $155 worth of product and you only pay $99. You get free shipping, plus you get a free paper pumpkin, and it's a great super deal. You don't have to do the business. You don't have to stay in. Hobby stampers are welcome. All my tutorials are free to my team. And we have a team Facebook page. Okay. Now I want this to turn this way, so I'm going to grab a glue dot and stick it under there and a trim. And I should use I'm going to use my take your pick tool. Wad that up there and move this over. Okay. And then we would just have to, oh, I almost forgot. There are these little tiny stars or snowflakes right here. And Stampin' Up! Has put them around the edge of the card. So I'm coming in with my glue. I'm going to put some there. I'm going to take my take your pick tool and pick up this, and these are die cut from the beautiful glimmer paper. I'll show that to you. Oops, I want to get that in the glue. And let's put another one down right here. Just a dab. And how about, oh, right here. Okay, so Season's Greetings. There's that card. I can't tell. Maybe I want this up a little bit. All right, so that's card number 2. And I'll show you where that is in the catalog. Okay, so that was this card right here. Now we're going to do this card. Oh, thanks, Mom. This card, they've used craft paper for the card and then decorated the front. And what I'm going to share with you tonight is a pocket card that's going to look like this. Okay. So I'm going to grab my trimmer. And now, because that paper is 6x6, I had to use different designer series paper. And you will see it is this. And this is from, it's a free Hostess paper. And it's on the very back page. And it is a Celebrate Everything designer series paper right here. And this is, if you have a party and you have a $150 party, you can buy this. It's $18. It has some neat designs in it. So because you need a 6x6 piece, 6x12, and the Lights Aglow designer series paper does not come 6x12. That's why I'm using this piece right here. All right, so I'm going to pull the arm out on this for a minute. Move some stuff out of the way here. And we're going to score this on the long side at 4 and 9 inches, I believe. I've got to check my PDF. So again, you can get this PDF for free. It'll be on my blog, and I'll have a link to my blog for that. And I'm not finding the sheet. So that's for free. And then if you place an order of $35 or more, in case you weren't on when I was saying this earlier, I will send you the kits to make these this week. Or I will send them out next week, actually. All right. Here's my directions. And I need one more thing. I'm grabbing craft paper. What should I do? Oh, you know how that goes. Here it is. Okay. Okay. All right, so we're going to score this at 4 and 9 inches on the long side. This is a scoring blade, the gray one. And with your designer series paper, you don't want to push really hard because it could rip through it. You just kind of want to go gently like that. Then we're going to turn it and we're going to do it at 1 inch. And then 5 inches, or you can flip it and do it. I'm going to flip it again this way. Line it up at 1 inch. Just like that. Okay, and I'm going to fold it. We're on the score lines. And then we're going to do some cutting. I'm not going to burnish it yet with my bone folder. So wondering if that was straight. Okay, so you've got 3 sections here. The shortest section is this one right here, and we're going to do some trimming. So I'm going to come in with my snips. I'm going to cut off up to the next horizontal line right there. I'll cut that section out. Anybody on here from New England? I was wondering how your leaves are turning, if they're at the height of color yet, or they got a ways to go. All right, so I goofed that a little. Let me get this edge here. Here we go. Okay, and then you're going to cut up where the other score lines are, and you're going to miter them. They just sits better, the paper sits better, and it looks better. Going to cut up and miter, and like that. And I'm also going to miter these at ends. That'll look better. Let's go this way. There we go. Okay, so this is gonna fold. Now I'm gonna burnish. It's gonna fold up. Make a little pocket like that, and it's gonna hold a gift card. So we're gonna put adhesive just on this bottom section of the pocket on the tabs. Just like that. Fold this up. I'm just going to hold it a minute so that'll adhere. And you could use tear and tape or even Seal Plus. You want to use something that's fairly strong, that's going to hold good. And I like our multi-purpose liquid glue for that. And I have an old corner rounder, and I'm just gonna, and you could use there's a new punch in the mini catalog that has a corner rounder on it. You could use that. Okay, so we have our little pocket made. Now the card to go inside it, we're going to cut a piece of basic white. And this needs to be 3 3/4, 4 3/4 by 3 3/4. So 4 3/4 by 3 3/4. Just like that. And I'm going to come in with a snowflake stamp this time. And it's right here. And this is the one that we use to emboss with. And I'm using So Saffron, and I'm going to make a snowflake on my card that's going to go inside the pocket. And turn it like this. Okay, can you see that? It's a really pretty image. All right, and then I'm going to take a piece of, well, let's take our punch first. We're going to punch a hole in the center at the top here. And we're going to take that beautiful gold vanilla ribbon. Actually, let's use the Simply Elegant trim. I think in the other one I did use the vanilla ribbon, but we'll go ahead and use this. This will be pretty too. And I'm just going to tie a knot at the top of this. It's just basically so you can easily pull the card out of the pocket. I'm going to trim these like that. Then I'm going to take another piece of this designer series paper right here. I think this is about 1 3/4. And we're going to cut it at 2, 1 3/4 by 2. Or by 4. I better measure this. It's by 3 3/4. So 2 by 3 3/4. We're going to cut that. And I'm bringing in my decorative circle punch. And I'm going to center this on there. And that's going to be where you can grab your gift card. If I'm making a pocket for the gift card that's going to sit here. You can easily grab it out with that. And you just want to put glue on the bottom and the sides. Make sure you don't put it up here, or you won't be able to pull that, or you won't be able to get the gift card in. Ask me how I know that. Okay, so whoops. There's our little card with the snowflake and the stars on it. And then you could sign it, or you can put a little gift card down in here and sign it up there. And that's going to go in our pocket. Just like that. All right, so how are we going to hold this pocket shut? We're going to use a piece of the elegant foil in the mint macaron color. And we're going to cut a piece for the band that's going to go around it. And this piece will be 8 3/4 by 1 3/4. So this is really pretty. It's in that same suite. You can see the snowflakes on it. Comes in red and this green. And I'm trying to think of the other one. It might be a yellow. So we're doing how wide is that? 1 3/4. And then by 8 3/4. And again, the measurements, don't worry about measurements. They'll be on the free PDF on my blog. And I'll have a link to that in the YouTube description and also in my Facebook post in the comments. All right, so we're gonna put this, we're gonna just hold our card shut and we're gonna put this and gently, not real tight, just fold it around it like that. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is you can take glue or you can use tear and tape here. I think I'm going to use a little tear and tape there. So I want to put it right here. And I'm going to have we're going to have snowflakes on this, so the tear and tape doesn't need to be super long. There's going to be other things holding that down. And I'm just going to peel that top off there. All right. So now we're going to add ribbon to this. I'm going to slide this off. We're going to add a piece of tear and tape to the center here. to anchor the ribbon down and hold it. Right like that. And pull that off there like that. And then we need our vanilla trim. Yeah, and again, where is it? Here. Okay, I know it's right here. And while I'm looking, if you're just hopping on, there is free shipping tomorrow. Don't miss out on that fantastic deal. And in case you don't know, I'm looking for, oh, here it is. Okay. So we're going to take this, and you want a piece probably 12 inches or so. We're going to center this across the middle of the back, and that's going to anchor that. And then you can decide which side you want your bow on. I want it on the left. All right, and I'm going to bring it to the side here, and I'm going to tie that and make a pretty bow. Just like that. Okay. I'm going to take we're going to layer snowflakes on here. But before we do that, we're going to stamp "'Tis the Season" on our little die cut here. Well, let's do "All is Merry and Bright," and I'm going to use basic gray. All is merry and bright. All right. So I'm going to slide this back on this pocket. And then I definitely need to trim that. The bow's going wonky. There. Okay. So I'm gonna lay my snowflakes on here. I'm not gonna glue them down yet. I want 2 of them. And then I'm using this already prepared sentiment piece for the front. It's going to go on the front of my band like that. So I think I want my snowflake about like that. I'm going to put some adhesive on here. Glue that down. And then I want the other one sticking up about like that. Oops, wrong side, Verna. And it might take a minute for this to adhere. to the glimmer paper. Okay, so, and we're going to glue this to our belly band. So we want it just like right in this section. The glue. And that's not sticking good. So let's put it all the way across the section, the middle section like that. I'm just going to hold it down there for a minute. Now there's kind of a surprise at the end. Something a little unexpected. And because this is already so bulky, I'm not using dimensionals, but you could use dimensionals on this little circle piece if you want to pop it up. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to cut a piece of craft cardstock. And this is going to be 4 1/4 by 5 1/4. And I didn't realize this comes 12 by 12, I believe, too. If I'd had the 12 by 12, I would have made the pocket just from this and added the layers of designer series paper on it that way. Okay, so this is going to sit on here like this, and you're only going to glue the belly band part, this part of it right here. Okay. And I'm putting quite a little glue on there. And then you're going to center it on it like this. And I'm just holding that down a minute. So here's one that I already did. And so this just slides out of there like that. And this holds your card or your pocket. All right, so we've made, these are the cards we've made tonight. The one with a tree and the gift card, pocket card, and then the little green Seasons Greetings card. And I hope you've enjoyed this, and I hope you have a